I want to dig a little further into that conversation we were having just a few moments ago on qualified immunity and whether it's going to be included in the police reform bill that's being debated right now on Capitol Hill. Joining me now, someone who's really made it his mission to end qualified immunity. He's Ben Cohen. He's the co-chair of the Campaign to End Qualified Immunity. He's also the author of the book Above the Law: How Qualified Immunity Protects Violent Police. And oh, by the way, he is the Ben in Ben and Jerry's Ice Cream. So, Ben, I know you and Jerry Greenfield have been vocal social activists for decades now, but what made you want to get involved in this specific fight?
Well, I think Jerry and myself, like so many millions of Americans, have been outraged at all the videos we've been seeing of police killing, murdering unarmed Black people. And, it came to a head with the murder of George Floyd. And we just couldn't stand idly by. We wanted to do something about it. And we started researching, why is it that these cops, the relatively few bad cops that are doing this stuff seem to be getting away with murder. I mean, in most cases, they're not prosecuted. And if they are, like 2 years later, you hear they got away with a slap on the wrist. So, we researched it. We found that it's this issue of qualified immunity that keeps cops from being held accountable. And we decided to take care of it, to try to do our best to change it, to end this really absurd legal doctrine.
I mean, your book tells the story of 12 people affected by police brutality and how you say qualified immunity prevented them from seeking justice. And we heard the issue may be left out of the bill now. What would you say to Democrats who are willing to compromise on that part of it just to get something passed?
I think what we've learned as business people is that accountability is everything. If you don't hold your employees accountable, you're essentially telling them that, well, whatever you're telling them doesn't really matter. And that's the same with the police. I mean, you can do any kind of training you want, require body cameras, whatever. But if you don't hold them accountable when they break the law, it's like saying, well, we're saying this stuff, but we don't really mean it. And so, we think that this is the most critical and important part of reforming policing, is to hold cops accountable, just like an individual citizen is held accountable. I mean, the reality is that if I haul off and punch you in the face, you can sue me. If a cop does the same thing to you, the case will get thrown out of court.
Ben, I know one of the goals of your campaign to end qualified immunity was to get it done in the first 100 days of the Biden administration. We've obviously passed that mark. Do you have a new goal in mind? Is there a new timetable?
Well, the effort is to try to get this bill passed by May 25th, the anniversary of George Floyd's death. And so we're shooting for that.
Okay. Ben Cohen, again, of obviously ice cream fame, but also has become quite the social activist for years now on talking about his push to end qualified immunity. Ben Cohen, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. You should know that you can follow today's top stories and breaking news and catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.